Schlage Encode smart locks rely on Wi-Fi for remote access, geofencing, and smart home integration. Disconnections typically arise from network interference, like 2.4 GHz overcrowding. Firmware bugs can also cause issues. Hardware faults, such as weak signal, are another common cause. Or power issues that disrupt connectivity. Understanding these root causes is the first step to fixing the problem. Before exploring advanced solutions, start with these basic troubleshooting steps for your Schlage Encode lock disconnection issues. First, power cycle the lock by removing the batteries for 10 seconds. This clears temporary glitches without losing data. Ensure your router broadcasts a 2.4 GHz signal with WPA2 or WPA3 security. Avoid 5 GHz as the encode lacks native support. Manually check for firmware updates via the Schlage Home app. Updates address stability issues and prevent outdated software problems. Verify the lock is within 30 feet of your router. Use Wi-Fi extenders for larger homes to ensure strong signal strength. Grant the Schlage app full network access on your phone. This prevents sync failures and ensures proper communication. To optimize your Wi-Fi for the Schlage Encode, start by using a Wi-Fi analyzer app to identify the least congested 2.4 GHz channel. This helps avoid interference from neighboring networks. Next, prioritize the Schlage Encode on your router's quality of service settings if available. This ensures the lock gets sufficient bandwidth even during network congestion. Consider using a Wi-Fi extender to boost signal strength, especially in larger homes where the router signal may be weak at the lock's location. Finally, reboot your router and modem to clear temporary network issues that might be causing the disconnections. Outdated or buggy firmware is a common cause of disconnections in your Schlage Encode smart lock. Firmware is the software that controls how the lock operates and connects to your network. When firmware becomes outdated, it can contain bugs that interfere with Wi-Fi stability, leading to frequent disconnections from your home network. To prevent issues, regularly check for firmware updates through the Schlage Home app. These updates often include fixes for connectivity problems and improved stability. However, sometimes a firmware update can introduce new bugs. If disconnections began after a recent update, contact Schlage support to request a downgrade to a previous stable firmware version. Allegion provides extended warranty support specifically for firmware downgrades on older models manufactured before 2024. If basic troubleshooting steps don't resolve your Schlage Encode disconnection issues, the problem may be with the hardware itself. First, check the battery compartment for corrosion. Corroded batteries can cause connectivity problems and should be replaced immediately. Consider upgrading to the Encode Plus model, introduced in mid-2025, which features a more robust antenna for better Wi-Fi connectivity. If your lock is under warranty, contact Schlage support for a replacement, particularly if you have an older model from before 2024 that is known for connectivity issues. Smart home ecosystem conflicts can disrupt your Schlage Encode's connectivity. Multiple devices competing for network resources or outdated hubs often cause these issues. First, temporarily disconnect other smart devices from your network. This isolates the Schlage Encode and helps identify if congestion or interference is the problem. Next, ensure your smart home hub like Google Home or Amazon Alexa is running the latest firmware. Updates improve compatibility and reduce connectivity conflicts. Finally, check for conflicting routines or automations in your smart home system. Disable any schedules that might overload the network or interfere with the lock's operations. While fixing the Wi-Fi connection is the best long-term solution, the Schlage Encode includes an offline mode that uses Bluetooth for local access during network outages. This allows you to unlock the door using your phone when you're nearby, but remote features like app control from anywhere won't work. However, relying on offline mode raises security concerns. If your lock isn't updated with the latest firmware patches, it could be vulnerable to unauthorized access through Bluetooth exploits or other security weaknesses. Always ensure your Schlage Encode has the most recent updates before depending on offline mode. Use offline mode as a temporary backup during Wi-Fi issues, but prioritize restoring connectivity and applying updates to maintain both convenience and security for your smart lock. If all your troubleshooting efforts have failed to resolve the Schlage Encode disconnection issues, it's time to contact Schlage support directly. When you contact support, be prepared to provide key details that will help them diagnose the problem quickly. Share the troubleshooting steps you've already attempted, including any router configurations or firmware updates you've tried. Also include your router model and current firmware version, as well as your specific Schlage Encode model number. You can expect the support team to guide you through advanced diagnostics that go beyond basic troubleshooting. This may involve reviewing your network logs for connectivity patterns, performing hardware checks on the lock itself, or walking you through more complex router settings. Their expertise will help identify issues that standard troubleshooting might miss. Allegion, the parent company of Schlage, maintains a strong reputation for customer support with a 4.5 out of 5 user satisfaction rating. This high rating reflects their responsive service and effective problem solving. Don't hesitate to reach out. Their team is equipped to handle complex connectivity issues and get your Schlage Encode working reliably again. Remember, persistent Wi-Fi disconnections can usually be resolved with the right support and guidance. With Schlage's help, you can restore reliable connectivity to your smart lock and enjoy peace of mind in your home security system.